A dream home became a wedding gift for a sister until undeniable proof exposed lies, sparking a fierce fight to protect what was rightfully earned. I'm Amelia Harper, a 38-year-old real estate developer in Santa Clara, California, where winters linger at a mild 50 degrees Fahrenheit and summers soar to a balmy 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Each morning, I brew a robust dark roast coffee, review intricate $100,000 villa blueprints in my $850,000 hilltop office, and lead a dedicated $50,000 team of architects and contractors, my career meticulously carved through 2 decades of relentless $100 grit in the male-dominated construction industry, defying stereotypes without the crutch of a college degree. My $850,000 modern villa, perched majestically atop a hill overlooking the twinkling valley lights of Santa Clara, is far more than a residence. Every $50,000 brick, every $100 transparent glass panel, and every $200 row of vibrant lavender in the garden embodies my $83 million resilience, a testament to overcoming $100 rumors and $50 disrespect. Yet, within the confines of my family, my parents, Margaret and Richard Harper, and my younger sister, Sophie Harper, consistently cast me as a mere backdrop to Sophie's $400,000 entitlement, her pampered demeanor and $5,000 designer watch-clad charm perpetually outshining the $50,000 sacrifices I've made, leaving my $850,000 dream undervalued and overlooked in their $600,000 world where $100 favoritism reigns supreme, a dynamic that has defined our $250,000 family for years. Growing up in our $250,000 Santa Clara ranch-style house, nestled just 10 miles from the bustling downtown core, I learned early that love and recognition were reserved for charm and effortless allure, a pattern cemented by Sophie's $400,000 coddling, which began in childhood and intensified after I entered the workforce. Margaret, a $40,000 school administrator with a penchant for nurturing potential, and Richard, a $60,000 insurance agent who valued visible success, doted on Sophie with lavish $200 spa days and $100 designer accessories, while my $50,000 construction gigs, marked by $50 dust-covered boots and $100 calloused hands, elicited only weary sighs and subtle disapproval, as if my labor were a blemish on their $600,000 family image. At family dinners, held in the 70 degrees Fahrenheit dining room warmed by $50 casseroles and $20 candlelight, relatives would gather around Sophie, exclaiming, "She's our little gem," as they marveled at her $1,000 pageant victories, their $200 toasts clinking with admiration for her poise, while my $50 architectural blueprints and $100 construction milestones were met with polite nods or outright indifference, as if my achievements were inconsequential in their $600,000 narrative. At age 15, I proudly presented a $100 debate competition award, my heart swelling with the hope that Margaret would display it on the $50 kitchen counter, a rare symbol of my worth. Her distracted "Keep working, Amelia," delivered with a glance towards Sophie's $300 dance recital costume, crushed that hope, while Sophie's performance was celebrated with a $200 family toast, as if her twirls were destined to captivate the world. I clung to the belief that my $850,000 villa, the culmination of $50,000 late-night designs and $100,000 funding battles, would one day earn their pride, but their $250,000 gaze remained steadfastly fixed on Sophie's $400,000 whims, my $100 efforts fading into the background of their $600,000 priorities, a silent dismissal that underscored my role as the overlooked sibling. The disparity between us was stark, an indelible thread woven into the very fabric of our $250,000 household, coloring every interaction with an unspoken hierarchy that exalted Sophie's effortless charm above my hard-won accomplishments. When I was 18, I embarked on a $50,000 construction apprenticeship, a gritty $100 leap into a male-dominated field, only for Margaret to label it risky. "Amelia, find something stable," her $300 scarf fluttering with concern, while Sophie's $1,000 modeling gig, a fleeting $50 venture, was met with a $500 family celebration, complete with $200 sparkling cider and $100 cheers, as if her brief photo shoots heralded a future of unparalleled glamour. My $100 overtime shifts, spent hauling $50 rebar and mixing $200 concrete to build my $50,000 reputation, went unnoticed, while Sophie's $300 part-time job at a high-end boutique, lasting mere weeks, drew $200 applause from aunts and uncles, their $100 smiles beaming as if her retail stint were a cultural milestone. At 25, when I secured my first $100,000 development project, a $50,000 permit battle and $200 design marathon, Margaret dismissed it as niche work, not like Sophie's path, her $300 scarf a silent judgment, while Sophie's $400,000 engagement to Ethan Walsh, a rising financier, was hailed with a $500 family bash, as if her betrothal outshone my $100,000 milestone. Margaret's effusive declaration, "Sophie's our joy," delivered with a flourish of her $300 scarf, consistently buried my achievements, such as the $850,000 villa that crowned my $83 million career, a feat of $50,000 engineering and $100,000 vision. Richard's proud, she's special for Sophie's $1,000 romantic escapades, which often ended in $50 drama, stood in sharp contrast to his silence regarding my $100,000 contracts, which reshaped Santa Clara's skyline. At 30, my cherished $50 bedroom, a 65 degrees Fahrenheit sanctuary filled with $100 blueprints and $20 drafting tools, was repurposed as Sophie's $300 personal lounge, complete with $200 velvet cushions and $100 decorative mirrors, my $20 tools and $50 personal belongings unceremoniously banished to a cramped 60 degrees Fahrenheit attic closet. Margaret's dismissive, Sophie's delicate, serving as a $250,000 justification for their neglect, a slight that reinforced my role as the sideline daughter in their $600,000 family dynamic. Family gatherings, whether in the $250,000 ranch's 70 degrees Fahrenheit dining room or at $100 holiday events 5 miles from Santa Clara's vibrant core, were invariably Sophie's $400,000 stage, where her fleeting moments of charm took precedence over my enduring contributions. Her $1,000 wedding plans with Ethan, announced with a $200 smile, were met with $500 toasts from relatives, their Instagram posts glowing with captions like asterisk, "Our star shines bright." Asterisk, my $850,000 villa's completion, marked by $50,000 bricks laid with $100 precision, was brushed aside with Margaret's curt "Don't bore Sophie with your work talk," as if my $83 million triumph were an inconvenience to her $400,000 narrative. Relatives showered praise on Sophie's $300 dinner dates with Ethan, their $100 nods a stark contrast to the silence that greeted my $100,000 building permits, secured through $50 negotiations and $200 regulatory battles. Margaret's proud, Sophie's radiant, her $300 scarf gleaming under the $50 chandelier's glow, consistently overshadowed my milestones, such as the $850,000 villa that redefined luxury in Santa Clara, its $50,000 walnut floors and $200 lavender gardens, a testament to my $100 vision. Sophie's casual remark, "Ethan's family is so elite," laced with her $400,000 ambition and punctuated by the glint of her $5,000 designer watch, dismissed my $50,000 grit as mere $50 labor work, a label that stung with the weight of their $250,000 $800 scarf world, which remained willfully blind to the $83 million worth I had cultivated through $100 labor, $50 determination, and $200 sacrifice. I told myself it was fine, that in the tapestry of American family values, enduring unreciprocated effort was a testament to loyalty, a belief rooted in the desperate hope that my $50,000 grit would one day earn me a simple $50 nod of recognition, a fleeting acknowledgement of the $500,000 legacy I had built against relentless odds. Yet, they remained utterly oblivious, their $250,000 ranch house a fortress of selective attention, their $600,000 family narrative centered on Sophie's $400,000 aspirations rather than my $83 million reality. They never inquired about the $100,000 development projects I spearheaded, the $50,000 team I led with $50 pride, or the quiet, profound satisfaction I derived from crafting the $850,000 villa, a masterpiece of $50,000 engineering and $100,000 vision that stood as a beacon of my $83 million resilience. When I attempted to share these achievements during those 70 degrees Fahrenheit family dinners, Richard would offer a vague, "That sounds like tough work," his $200 glasses a silent barrier, before redirecting the conversation to Sophie's latest $1,000 romantic escapade, which was met with $200 smiles and $100 praise, as if her fleeting $50 dramas were the only measure of success. By the time I was 35, I had poured $100,000 into the $850,000 villa, sacrificing $50 personal weekends and $200 relationships to secure $50,000 permits and $100,000 funding, yet Margaret's enduring mantra, "Sophie's our joy," and Sophie's dismissive, "You're so driven, Amelia," delivered with a $5,000 watch glint, buried my $500,000 truth beneath the weight of their $600,000 $250,000 shadow, a $400,000 veil that obscured the $83 million heart I had invested in my $850,000 dream, leaving me yearning for a $50 recognition that never materialized, a $100 pain that fueled my $500,000 resolve to rise above their $600,000 favoritism. The Santa Clara morning unfolded under a gentle 65 degrees Fahrenheit breeze as I approached my $850,000 hilltop villa, a modern masterpiece perched 10 miles from my $50,000 downtown Santa Clara office, my $200 key in hand for a final inspection before tomorrow's meticulously planned $100,000 housewarming party. Blissfully unaware of the $600,000 betrayal lurking within the $50,000 walnut-floored walls. As I neared the $300 front door, Sophie's unmistakable $400,000 voice pierced the calm. Asterisk, this is the perfect place for a wedding. The mezzanine's ideal for the stage, and the backyard can hold a reception tent. Asterisk, her words a $100,000 jolt that froze me mid-step, the $50 key still unturned. Inside, I found Sophie, clad in a $2,000 designer dress, animatedly planning $200 white orchid decorations and $100 warm lighting with a $300 wedding planner, their $400,000 confidence treating my $850,000 villa as their own. A storm of $83 million fury and confusion surged within me as I stormed into the $50,000 main hall, my voice calm but razor-sharp. Asterisk, Sophie, what are you doing here? Asterisk, her $5,000 designer watch gleamed as she flashed a $400,000 smile, her response a $600,000 bombshell. Asterisk, oh, Amelia, you're back. I thought Margaret and Richard told you. They've decided to give me this villa as a wedding gift for Ethan and me to start our family here. Asterisk, the $800 scarf entry of my parents, Margaret and Richard, confirmed their complicity in this $400,000 scheme, prompting me to unveil $100,000 legal documents, $50,000 property deeds, $200 building permits, proving my sole ownership, expelling them from my $850,000 sanctuary, and exposing their $600,000 entitlement, my $83 million truth shattering their $250,000 facade in a $500,000 stand that would redefine our $600,000 family forever. Sophie's $400,000 declaration, asterisk, will raise our family in this villa. Asterisk, landed like a $100,000 sledgehammer, her $2,000 dress poised with a confidence that belied her $50,000 history of fleeting jobs, as Margaret's $300 silk scarf fluttered in silent agreement, her $800 voice chiming, asterisk, Amelia, this house is just too big for a single person like you. Asterisk, Richard, his $200 glasses averted in a $400,000 display of avoidance, added, asterisk, Sophie needs a stable place to build her life with Ethan. Asterisk, the $600,000 audacity of their words ignited a fire in my chest, my $83 million pride surging as I roared, asterisk, this is my $850,000 villa. I poured every cent of my $100,000 savings, every ounce of my $50,000 effort into every brick, every $200 glass panel. Asterisk, Sophie's $5,000 watch smile turned pitying, a $400,000 tactic I'd seen since our $250,000 childhood. Asterisk, but you live alone, Amelia. You don't need such a grand space. Margaret and Richard said you'd understand if you thought about the family. Asterisk, Margaret's $300 scarf fluttered as she nodded. You're always so busy, barely home. Her $800 tone dripping with manipulation, while Richard's $200 glasses silence was a $400,000 betrayal, their $600,000 dismissal slicing through the $50,000 walnut floors I'd personally selected. Asterisk, you're planning a $400,000 wedding in my $850,000 home without asking? Asterisk, I demanded, my $100 voice sharp with incredulity. Asterisk, what's going on? Asterisk, Margaret's $300, Rachel's getting married. It makes sense for her to live here, was a $800 justification, as if my $83 million dream were a $50,000 trinket to be gifted. Richard's $200 glasses lecture, don't blow this out of proportion, Amelia. This is for the good of the family, fueled my $83 million fury, his $400,000, you're successful. You can build another house anytime, a $600,000 insult to my $100,000 sacrifices. Asterisk, you're telling me because I'm capable, I should sacrifice my $850,000 villa for Sophie, who's never held a $50,000 job for more than 3 months? Asterisk, I retorted, my $500,000 resolve unyielding. Asterisk, that's not family, that's theft.
Star.
Sophie stepped forward, her $2,000 dress swaying, her $400,000 confidence a facade as she declared, asterisk, Ethan and I are serious about our future. Margaret and Richard just want to give us a solid foundation. Asterisk, her $5,000 watch glinted mockingly, and I shot back, asterisk, a solid foundation you didn't break a $50 sweat for? You're claiming my $100,000 life's work as your $400,000 wedding gift. Asterisk, the $50,000 air grew heavy, Margaret's $300 scarf twitching nervously as she stammered, Amelia, you seem tired, let's not argue. Her $800 poise faltering, a $100 habit when cornered. Richard's $200 glasses assertion, the paperwork's flexible legally, hinted at a $600,000 premeditated plot, his $400,000 tone suggesting they'd manipulated $100 documents to justify their $800 scarf scheme. The $83 million realization hit me like a $100,000 freight train. This wasn't a spontaneous overstep, but a calculated $400,000 heist disguised as a $50,000 wedding gift. Without hesitation, I strode to the $50,000 dining table, opened my $200 laptop, and pulled up $100,000 legal files, $50,000 construction contracts, $200 city-issued building permits, $100 invoices for $50,000 materials, and most crucially, the $50,000 property deed bearing only my name, Amelia Harper. Asterisk, this $850,000 villa belongs to me and me alone. Asterisk, I declared, turning the $200 screen toward them. Asterisk, no other name, not even yours, Richard. Asterisk, Sophie's $5,000 watch face drained of color, her $400,000 bravado crumbling as she stammered. But Richard said, I cut her off, my $100 voice ablade. Asterisk, I handled every $50,000 permit, every $200 contractor meeting, every $100 contact with the Department of Building and Safety myself. I have $100,000 recordings, $50,000 emails. If needed, I'll submit it all in court. Asterisk. The $50,000 foyer fell into a suffocating $600,000 silence, my $83 million stand towering over their $400,000 scheme, their $800 scarf facade cracking under the $100,000 weight of my $500,000 truth. Margaret's $300 scarf trembled as she choked out, Asterisk, Amelia, you can't do this. You're destroying our family over a house. Asterisk, her $800 tears a desperate $100 manipulation. Richard's $200 glasses face flushed, his $400,000 voice low and stern. Asterisk, you're crossing a line, Amelia. Asterisk, my $100 response was calm but unyielding. Asterisk, the line was crossed when you walked into my $850,000 villa and planned a $400,000 wedding without asking me. The line was crossed when you treated me as an obstacle because I don't have a family of my own. Asterisk, I pulled out my $200 smartphone and dialed Nathan Brooks, my $100 attorney. Asterisk, Nathan, resend all $100,000 house contracts and $50,000 deeds to my email immediately. I want printed copies today. Also, contact the $5,000 security company, change all $200 locks, and install $10,000 surveillance cameras before tomorrow night. Asterisk, Sophie's $2,000 dress quivered, her $400,000 voice faltering. Asterisk, I thought you'd give in, like you always do. Asterisk, my $100 gaze was steel. Asterisk, you were wrong, Sophie. Asterisk, I opened the $300 front door, the $50 scent of my $200 lavender garden wafting in, and issued a final $83 million ultimatum. Asterisk, you have 10 minutes to leave, or I'll report this as $100 trespassing and take appropriate legal action.
Star.
Their $600,000 exit was a tableau of $400,000 defeat. Margaret's $300 scarf soaked with $800 tears, Richard's $200 glasses masking a $400,000 flush of shame, Sophie's $2,000 dress trailing as she glared with $5,000 watch venom, whispering, Asterisk, you're heartless, Amelia. Asterisk, I stood firm, my $100 voice unwavering. Asterisk, I'm not heartless, Sophie. I'm protecting what's mine, my $850,000 villa, my $50,000 dream, my $83 million truth. If that bothers you, maybe it's time you learn to build something with your own $100 hands instead of expecting handouts. Asterisk, the $300 door closed with a $50 thud, sealing their $600,000 departure. The $200 lavender breeze, a $83 million reminder of my $500,000 resolve, my $1 million heart unshaken by their $800 scarf accusations, a $350,000 stand that marked the end of their $400,000, $5,000 watch entitlement, and the beginning of my $83 million liberation from their $250,000, $600,000 shadow. This $600,000 confrontation was not a singular eruption but a culmination of decades of $100 neglect that had simmered beneath the surface of our $250,000 family dynamic, a pattern where Sophie's $400,000 charm consistently eclipsed my $50,000 grit. It echoed the sting of childhood in our $250,000 ranch house, when Sophie's $1,000 pageant victories were celebrated with $200 family toasts, while my $50 debate competition award was dismissed with Margaret's curt asterisk, keep working. Asterisk, at 18, my $50,000 construction apprenticeship, a $100 leap into a male-dominated field, was labeled risky. while Sophie's $300 boutique job, lasting mere weeks, sparked a $500 family cheer, as if her fleeting retail stint were a triumph. My $100,000 development projects, secured through $50,000 permit battles and $200 design marathons, were met with Richard's that snitch, his $200 glasses a silent barrier, while Sophie's $400,000 engagement to Ethan was hailed with a $500 bash, as if her $50 romantic drama outshone my $100,000 milestones. I had poured $100,000 into my $850,000 villa, sacrificing $50 weekends and $200 relationships to secure $50,000 funding and $100,000 permits, my $100 heart believing my $83 million dream would earn a $50 place in their $250,000 family. Yet they sought to claim it as Sophie's $400,000 wedding gift, their $600,000 asterisk for the family. Asterisk a $400,000 theft of my $500,000 truth, not a $300 act of love. Nathan's $100 asterisk, deeds secured. Asterisk and my $200 laptop's $100,000 files were my $500,000 kin, not their $600,000 $5,000 watch greed. My $83 million resolve a $1 million fortress, a $350,000 stage, where my $50,000 heart stood resolute. My $32 million truth a radiant $83 million light that no $800 scarf $250,000 lie could extinguish, a $100,000 victory born of $200 courage in a $600,000 world that had once sought to erase my $500,000 worth. The Santa Clara dawn draped a cool 50 degrees Fahrenheit veil over my $850,000 hilltop villa, a modern masterpiece situated 10 miles from my $50,000 downtown Santa Clara office, as the searing $600,000 betrayal of Sophie's audacious $400,000 claim. Asterisk, this villa's my wedding gift. Asterisk, and the complicity of Margaret and Richard's $800 scarf dismissal. Asterisk, it's too big for you, Amelia. Asterisk cut deeper than any $50 slight from our $250,000 childhood. In the 70 degrees Fahrenheit expanse of the $50,000 walnut-floored hall, Margaret's $300 silk scarf fluttered as she justified, "You're barely home," and Richard's $200 glasses averted as he insisted, "Sophie needs stability." Their $5,000 watch greed erasing the $100,000 sacrifices, $50,000 bricks laid with precision. $200 permits secured through relentless battles that I had poured into my $850,000 dream, treating it as a $600,000 communal asset to be gifted, a raw and festering $250,000 wound that reopened scars from a $600,000 lifetime of $100 neglect, a $83 million pain that throbbed with the unrelenting ache of being perpetually unseen in their $400,000 $250,000 family hierarchy. I had been the silent cornerstone of the Harper family, tirelessly forging $100,000 real estate development projects from the ground up within the confines of our $250,000 Santa Clara ranch house, a home that consistently dismissed the $50 architectural blueprints I drafted and the $100 resilience that defined my $50,000 career in a male-dominated industry. Every $50 debate competition ribbon I earned as a teenager, every $100,000 contract I secured as an adult, was a desperate plea for their love, a fervent hope that my $850,000 villa, the culmination of $50,000 late-night designs and $100,000 funding struggles, would earn me a $50 nod of pride, a fleeting recognition that my $500,000 heart held as much value as Sophie's $400,000 aspirations. But Sophie's brazen $5,000 watch assertion, asterisk, "You don't need such a big house, Amelia," asterisk, relayed with a pitying $400,000 smile, and Margaret's complicit $300 scarf justification, "It's just one evening, think of the family," delivered with $800 manipulation, revealed a devastating truth. I was not a cherished sister or daughter, but a utilitarian resource, valued solely for the $850,000 villa I had built, which they sought to claim as Sophie's $400,000 wedding gift, my $83 million worth erase to prop up their $600,000 image of familial harmony. This pain was not a sudden laceration but a brutal reopening of wounds that had festered since childhood, wounds that bled anew with every memory of being sidelined for Sophie's fleeting radiance. At age 15, when I brought home a $100 debate award, my heart swelling with hope, Margaret's distracted "Keep working, Amelia" dismissed it, while Sophie's $300 dance recital was celebrated with a $200 family toast, as if her performance were a cultural milestone. My $50,000 construction apprenticeship at 18, a gritty $100 venture into a male-dominated field, was labeled risky by Margaret, while Sophie's $300 part-time boutique job, lasting mere weeks, sparked a $500 family cheer, her $50 retail stint deemed a triumph. My $100,000 development projects, secured through $50,000 permit battles and $200 design marathons, were met with Richard's "that's niche work," his $200 glasses a silent judgment, while Sophie's $400,000 engagement to Ethan Walsh was hailed with a $500 family bash. As if her $50 romantic drama outshone my $100,000 milestones. The deepest agony stemmed from their audacious greed, their belief that my $850,000 villa, my life's work, my $83 million pride, was a $600,000 communal asset to be handed off to Sophie, not a testament to my $50,000 sacrifices. A betrayal that negated the very essence of my $500,000 heart and the $100,000 efforts that had defined it. Sophie's $2,000 designer dress-clad assertion, Margaret and Richard said you'd understand for the family's good. Delivered with a $5,000 watch glint, mocked the $100,000 sleepless nights I'd spent poring over $50,000 blueprints, the $200 permits I'd fought for, and the $100,000 savings I'd poured into every $50 brick and $200 glass panel of the $850,000 villa, as if my $83 million dream were hers to claim for a $400,000 wedding. Her $400,000 declaration, Ethan and I will start our family here, was a brazen attempt to seize my $50,000 sanctuary, her $5,000 watch smile a $600,000 veil over her $400,000 entitlement, blind to the $100,000 sacrifices that had built it. Margaret's $300 scarf plea, "You're always so busy, it makes sense for Sophie to live here," was a chilling echo of her earlier dismissals, like when my $50 bedroom, a 65 degrees Fahrenheit sanctuary filled with $100 architectural sketches and $20 drafting tools, was repurposed as Sophie's $300 personal lounge, complete with $200 velvet cushions and $100 decorative mirrors, my $20 tools and $50 personal belongings banished to a cramped, 60 degrees Fahrenheit attic closet, her $300 excuse, Sophie's delicate, a $250,000. Justification for sidelining me. Richard's $200 glasses insistence, "You can build another house anytime," was a $400,000 betrayal, dismissing the $100,000 funding battles, $50,000 contractor negotiations, and $200 personal sacrifices, weekends lost, relationships ignored, that had birthed the $850,000 villa, as if my $83 million legacy were a $50,000 trinket to be replicated at will. They had never paused to ask, "Amelia, are you okay?" or shown the slightest curiosity about the $100,000 development projects I spearheaded, the $50,000 team I led with $50 pride, or the quiet, profound satisfaction I derived from crafting the $850,000 villa, a masterpiece of $50,000 engineering and $100,000 vision that stood as a beacon of my $83 million resilience. Instead, they showered praise on Sophie's $400,000 romantic escapades, her $5,000 watch-clad $1,000 dinner dates with Ethan, and her $300 part-time jobs that never lasted, offering $200 sympathies for her $50,000 dramas while dismissing my $100,000 contracts, $50 bricks laid with precision, $200 glass panels installed with care, as mere $50 labor work, inconsequential in their $600,000 hierarchy. At that pivotal 70 degrees Fahrenheit moment in the $50,000 walnut-floored hall, when Sophie's $2,000 dress swayed and Margaret's $300 scarf fluttered, their $600,000 dismissal, "It's for the family," was not an act of love but a brazen $400,000 assertion of entitlement, ruthless erasure of my $83 million truth to prop up Sophie's $5,000 watch facade, a betrayal that pierced my $500,000 heart with the weight of a lifetime spent yearning for a $50 acknowledgement that never came. In the tapestry of American family values, where love and fairness are meant to bind kin in mutual respect and recognition, their actions were a profound violation, a world where Sophie's $400,000, $5,000 watch allure and $1,000 whims were exalted above my $50,000 grit. Their $600,000 ranch house a stage for her $400,000 performances rather than a sanctuary that honored my $83 million legacy. I had always placed immense value on self-respect, painstakingly forged through $50 architectural designs that reshaped skylines, $100 late-night permit battles that secured my $50,000 projects, and an unwavering commitment to excellence that culminated in the $850,000 villa, all in the belief that my $83 million worth would one day earn me a simple $50 nod of recognition, a fleeting acknowledgement of the $500,000 heart that had sustained my $250,000 family. Yet, They remained utterly oblivious. Their $250,000 household a fortress of selective attention, their $600,000 narrative centered on Sophie's $400,000 aspirations, never once inquiring about the $100,000 contracts that fueled my $50,000 company, the $50,000 team I led with $50 pride, or the $83 million satisfaction of creating something enduring without the $400,000 polish they so revered. As I stood in my 65 degrees Fahrenheit villa, the $600,000 betrayal burned like a $100 flame, their $400,000 greed, claiming my $850,000 home, mocking my $100,000 sacrifices, and dismissing my $50,000 grit for Sophie's $5,000 watch status, leaving a gaping $250,000 void where $300 familial love should have stood, their $800 scarf accusations and $200 glasses silence extinguishing the $83 million light of my $500,000 heart, a $100,000 wound that throbbed with the relentless ache of a $600,000 lifetime spent yearning for a $50 recognition, my $32 million legacy buried beneath their $400,000 expectations, a $83 million pain that demanded I forge a $1 million path beyond their $250,000 $600,000 shadows. The Santa Clara summer bloomed under a vibrant 85 degrees Fahrenheit sky outside my $850,000 hilltop villa, a modern masterpiece 10 miles from my $50,000 downtown office, as I spearheaded $100,000 real estate development projects with an unyielding $83 million resilience, fortified against the $600,000 betrayal of Sophie's brazen $400,000 claim. Asterisk, this villa's my wedding gift. Asterisk, and Margaret and Richard's $800 scarf dismissal. Asterisk, it's too big for you, Amelia. Asterisk, by securing my $850,000 sanctuary with $5,000 surveillance cameras, a $100 restraining order, and uncovering Sophie's $2 million fraud scheme exploiting my $50,000 identity, I established a $500,000 legal boundary, my $83 million worth shielded by Nathan's $100 legal evidence, Emily's $50 steadfast support, and Lucas's $300 revelations, their $250,000 $5,000 watch deceit shattered, a $1 million fortress rising against their $400,000 family lies, my $32 million truth a radiant beacon in their $600,000 shadow. In the wake of the $50,000 walnut-floored confrontation, their $600,000 backlash erupted like a storm across my $200 smartphone, a deluge of $100 accusations that sought to drown my $83 million resolve. Sophie's venomous $5,000 watch voicemail. Asterisk, you're jealous, Amelia. I'm loved, chosen, while you've got an empty $850,000 house. Asterisk, was joined by Margaret's tearful $300 scarf plea. Asterisk, you're destroying our family over a house. Asterisk, and Richard's stern $200 glasses rebuke. Asterisk, you're crossing a line. Asterisk, Clara's $50 asterisk selfish. Asterisk, texts and George's $100 asterisk family comes first. Asterisk, messages piled on, a $400,000 chorus echoing their $800 scarf mantra. Asterisk, houses can be rebuilt, but family ties can't. Asterisk, I blocked their $100 numbers, my $83 million calm unshaken, their $600,000 asterisk, you're a walking refrigerator. Asterisk, no match for the $100,000 legal fortress I'd built, $50,000 property deeds, $200 permits, $100 invoices proving my $850,000 villa's sole ownership. Nathan Brooks, my $100 attorney, secured a $100 restraining order, barring Sophie, Margaret, and Richard from within 100 feet of my $850,000 property, backed by $5,000 smart cameras, $10,000 facial recognition gates, and $200 remote-controlled locks. A $83 million barrier against their $400,000 trespassing, ensuring no $600,000 $5,000 watch scheme could breach my $50,000 sanctuary. The $600,000 plot deepened when Lucas Walsh, Sophie's $400,000 fiancé, arrived with a $300 folder of $50,000 evidence. Asterisk, she's impersonating you, Amelia, using your $100 real estate license for $2 million in fraudulent loans. Asterisk, his $200 printouts revealed Sophie's $400,000 social media posts, $2,000 dress, $300 iPad, pitching my $850,000 villa as Crawford Luxury Estates, $50,000 emails posing as me, $200 loan applications with Margaret and Richard's $300 signatures, a $600,000 scam netting $2 million from $100 investors. She lied to me, said it was a tax dodge. Lucas confessed, his $400,000 suit heavy with $50 regret, sparking my $83 million resolve to act. Nathan's $100 asterisk. We've got a strong case. Asterisk and $50,000 backups, $200 contracts, $100 recordings, fortified my $500,000 stand, my $850,000 villa, a $1 million fortress. The $600,000 climax came when Sophie, defying the $100 restraining order, hosted a $400,000 investment tour in my $50,000 living room, her $2,000 dress, and $300 iPad touting asterisk, Crawford Luxury Estates, my design. Asterisk to $200 investors. My $5,000 cameras caught her $50,000 lies, prompting a $100 911 call. Asterisk, intruder at 42, Hillside Drive, soliciting $2 million fraud. Asterisk police stormed the $850,000 villa mid-$400,000 pitch, arresting Sophie as she stammered, asterisk, just a family tour. Asterisk I entered with my $100,000 deed. Asterisk, I'm Amelia Harper, sole owner. This is my $850,000 home. Asterisk shattering her $600,000 scam. Investors $200 outrage. Asterisk she's not the developer. Asterisk echoing my $83 million truth, a $500,000 shield against her $5,000 watch deceit. Detective Paul Ramsey's $100 revelation. Asterisk Sophie's $2 million fraud used your $50,000 identity for 8 months. Asterisk unveiled $50,000 emails, $200 loans, and $300 parental signatures. Their $600,000 complicity, a $400,000 betrayal. Margaret and Richard may be accomplices, he warned, their $200 loan guarantees tying them to $750,000 in $50,000 fraud, my $83 million boundary, a $1 million stand. This echoed childhood. Sophie's $1,000 pageants buried my $50 debate. Margaret's Sophie's a gem, ignored my $100 blueprints, my $50,000 apprenticeship dismissed for her $300 boutique, my $50 room, her $300 lounge. I'd given $100,000, $50 heart, yet they claimed my $850,000 villa, their asterisk family good. Asterisk a $400,000 theft, not $300 love. Nathan's $100 asterisk restraining order holds. Asterisk Emily's $50 asterisk you built this. Asterisk and Lucas's $300 asterisk she lied. Asterisk were my $500,000 kin, not their $600,000 $5,000 watch greed, my $83 million truth, a $1 million fortress, a $350,000 stage where my $32 million light shone, unyielding against $250,000 $800 scarf lies. The Santa Clara autumn cast a golden 70 degrees Fahrenheit light over my $850,000 hilltop villa, a modern masterpiece 10 miles from my $50,000 downtown Santa Clara office, as I led $100,000 real estate development projects with an unyielding $83 million resilience, fortified by exposing Sophie's $2 million fraud scheme after her audacious $400,000 claim. Asterisk, this villa's my wedding gift. Asterisk, and Margaret and Richard's complicit $800 scarf dismissal. Asterisk, it's too big for you, Amelia. Asterisk Sophie's 10-year prison sentence for $2 million in $50,000 financial fraud, coupled with Margaret and Richard's $150,000 fines and 3-year probation for their $300 signature complicity, marked a devastating $600,000 collapse of their $250,000 family facade, a $50 reckoning for their $5,000 watch greed that left their $400,000 reputation in ruins, while my $32 million piece stood as a radiant $1 million shield, untouched by their persistent $400,000 attempts to deflect blame. Sophie's $50,000 downfall was both swift and profound, a dramatic unraveling of the $400,000 pedestal she had constructed through deceit, exploiting my $50,000 identity to orchestrate a $2 million fraud via $50,000 emails posing as me, $200 fraudulent loan applications, and $100 social media posts falsely claiming my $850,000 villa as her Crawford Luxury Estates project. Her conviction, $600,000 charges of financial fraud, identity theft, and trespassing, earned her a 10-year sentence, her $2,000 designer dress and $5,000 watch reduced to $300 prison garb, her $400,000 facade of glamour and ambition stripped away in the $50,000 confines of a cell. A stark contrast to the $800 necklace flair that had once defined her $400,000 social presence. Lucas Walsh, her $400,000 fiancé, severed their $50,000 engagement upon discovering her $300 lie. Asterisk, the villa was a tax dodge. Asterisk, his $200 testimony. Asterisk, she impersonated Amelia for $2 million. Asterisk, delivering a $600,000 blow that ended her $400,000 dreams of a lavish future with Ethan. Sophie's once vibrant $400,000 Instagram, previously alight with $1,000 staged photos of my $850,000 villa's $50,000 walnut floors and $200 lavender gardens, captioned as asterisk, my elegant design. Asterisk fell silent, her $300 scarf no longer a shield against the $600,000 reality of her self-inflicted $50,000 ruin, her $400,000 Crawford luxury estates exposed as a $50,000 sham that had deceived $200 investors and betrayed my $83 million legacy. Margaret and Richard, their $300 silk scarf and $200 glasses once symbols of their unwavering $400,000 support for Sophie's $1,000 whims, faced a crushing $600,000 reckoning for their complicity, their $200 signatures on $750,000 in fraudulent loan applications tying them to Sophie's $50,000 scheme, resulting in $150,000 civil penalties and 3 years of $600,000 probation, their $250,000 Santa Clara ranch house, a former stage for $200 toasts celebrating Sophie's $400,000 pageant victories, and $500 cheers for her $300 boutique jobs, transformed into a barren $50,000 shell, stripped of its $600,000 warmth, my childhood $50 architectural sketches, and $20 drafting tools long discarded in favor of her $500 fleeting pursuits, now worthless in the wake of their $400,000 collapse. The broader $250,000 family fabric unraveled under the weight of this $600,000 scandal, ensnaring their $600,000 network of relatives in a web of $400,000 shame and $50,000 accountability they could no longer evade. Emily Vaughn, my $50 best friend, texted from 15 miles away in San Jose. Asterisk, Amelia, they're in ruins. Your $83 million truth hit them like a freight train. Asterisk, my $100 reply was measured. Asterisk, their $5,000 watch lies brought this downfall, not my $50,000 stand. Asterisk, Margaret's $300 silk scarf, once a fluttering emblem of her fervent Sophie's our joy declarations, hung limp, her $800 attempts to guilt me into dropping charges. Asterisk, you're tearing our family apart. Asterisk, silenced by the $50,000 debts accrued to sustain Sophie's $400,000 lifestyle of $1,000 staged events and $200 designer accessories, her $250,000 ranch house a hollow monument to their $600,000 missteps. Richard, his $200 glasses once a shield for his $400,000 silence during my $100,000 project milestones, faced a $600,000 reckoning, his $200 complicity in signing $300 loan guarantees for Sophie's $50,000 fraud leaving him exposed. His $400,000 pride humbled but unrepentant in the face of their $250,000 financial strain. Relatives who had once filled the $250,000 dining room with $200 cheers for Sophie's $1,000 romantic escapades and $500 toasts for her $400,000 engagement to Ethan, all unknowingly propped up by my $100,000 sacrifices, withdrew their $400,000 support. Their $600,000 silence a louder verdict than the $200 applause they had once showered upon her, their absence marking the irreparable fracture of the family's $250,000 unity. Clara and George, who had once lauded Sophie's $300 fleeting jobs with $100 nods, joined the $600,000 chorus of blame, their $50 messages, asterisk, Amelia, you've gone too far, asterisk, echoed by a distant cousin's $50 text, asterisk, family ties can't be rebuilt, asterisk, but these $400,000 accusations were mere whispers against the $83 million clarity of my $50,000 boundary, their $800 scarf indignation no match for the $32 million truth that had exposed the $5,000 watch greed at the heart of their $600,000 narrative, a $400,000 lie that could no longer obscure my $500,000 worth. This $600,000 reckoning was not a consequence I had orchestrated, but a direct result of their $400,000 avarice, a self-inflicted $250,000 wound born of their unwavering prioritization of Sophie's $5,000 watch status over my $50,000 sacrifices, a $50 lesson in $100 neglect that they could no longer sidestep. Their $250,000 ruin, Sophie's $50,000 incarceration, her loss of Ethan's $400,000 affection, Margaret's $50,000 debts, Richard's $150,000 fines, and the $400,000 erosion of their $600,000 social standing, was a stark testament to their $600,000 greed, not a reflection of my $500,000 truth. The $250,000 ranch house, once a vibrant stage for $200 toasts and $100 cheers celebrating Sophie's $400,000 whims, stood as a silent monument to their $600,000 missteps, its oak-paneled dining room a graveyard of $300 aspirations that had crumbled under the weight of their $400,000 lies. My $50 childhood sketches and $20 drafting tools discarded in favor of her $500 pageant crowns, now meaningless in their $600,000 collapse. My $83 million piece, radiant and unshaken, stood as a $1 million shield against their $400,000 attempts to shift blame, a $350,000 testament to my $50,000 resilience that had prevailed despite their $800 scarf accusations and $200 glasses silence. A $32 million beacon illuminating my $500,000 worth in a $250,000 world that had once sought to dim it. The $600,000 family narrative, built on Sophie's $400,000 $5,000 watch allure, had collapsed under its own $400,000 weight, leaving them to confront the $50,000 reality of their $600,000 choices, while I stood firm, my $83 million heart unburdened by their $250,000 $400,000 expectations, a $1 million fortress of $50 grit and $100 determination that no $800 scarf lie could breach, my $500,000 truth a $350,000 stage where my $83 million light shone brightly, forever free from their $600,000. Shadows, a $50,000 victory born of $100 sacrifice and $200 courage in a $250,000 world that had once sought to erase my $83 million worth. In the fabric of American family values, where love is meant to foster mutual respect and recognition, their $600,000 betrayal, exalting Sophie's $400,000 $5,000 watch status while dismissing my $50,000 sacrifices, was a profound violation, a world where my $100 labor was deemed unworthy of their $250,000 table. Yet, my $83 million boundary, forged in the $600,000 fire of their $400,000 greed, was not vengeance, but a $500,000 declaration of self-worth, a $1 million testament to the $50 grit, $100 resilience, and $200 determination that had built my $850,000 villa, a $350,000 stage where my $32 million truth stood resolute, unyielding against their $800 scarf, $250,000 accusations, a radiant $83 million light that illuminated my $500,000 heart, forever free from their $400,000 $600,000 shadows, a $50,000. Victory born of $100 sacrifice and $200 courage in a $250,000 world that had once sought to erase my $83 million worth. The Santa Clara spring blossomed under a radiant 75 degrees Fahrenheit sky outside my $850,000 hilltop villa, a modern masterpiece perched 10 miles from my $50,000 downtown Santa Clara office, as I spearheaded $100,000 real estate development projects with an unyielding $83 million resilience, a beacon forged in the $600,000 crucible of Sophie's audacious $400,000 claim. Asterisk, this villa's my wedding gift. Asterisk, and Margaret and Richard's complicit $800 scarf dismissal. Asterisk, it's too big for you, Amelia. Asterisk, their $600,000 greed, culminating in Sophie's $2 million fraud scheme, crumbled under the weight of my $50,000 legal evidence, $100,000 property deeds, $200 permits, resulting in her 10-year $600,000 prison sentence and their $150,000 fines with 3-year probation, a $50 reckoning that shattered their $5,000 watch facade. Embracing Emily's $50 unwavering support, Nathan's $100 legal fortifications, and the $50,000 momentum of charity events hosted at my $850,000 villa, I expanded my $83 million real estate empire, forging a $32 million piece that illuminated my $500,000 heart. Liberated from the $250,000 shadows of their $600,000 lies, my $83 million truth a $1 million testament to living unapologetically, free from their $400,000 $5,000 watch expectations, a $350,000 stage where my $50,000 light shone brightly. My $850,000 villa, now fortified with $5,000 smart surveillance cameras and $10,000 facial recognition gates, became a vibrant hub for $50,000 charity events benefiting the Newground Foundation, supporting women entrepreneurs in construction, a $100,000 reflection of my $50 grit. These gatherings, set against the $200 lavender gardens and $50,000 walnut floors I'd painstakingly designed, drew $100 colleagues, $50 neighbors, and $200 architects who'd shared my $83 million journey, transforming the $850,000 villa from a $600,000 battleground into a $1 million sanctuary of purpose. My $100,000 lakeside housing projects, including the eco-friendly Everlight villas for single mothers, thrived, securing $1 million contracts and $50,000 city approvals. My $50,000 team of architects and contractors flourishing under my $100 leadership. A stark contrast to the $250,000 Santa Clara Ranch House's oak panel dining room, once a stage for Sophie's $1,000 pageant triumphs and $200 family toasts, now a silent relic of their $400,000 pride, stripped of $600,000 warmth, my childhood dollar. 50 sketches and $20 drafting tools discarded for her $500 fleeting accolades, now meaningless in their $250,000 ruin. Emily Vaughn, my $50 best friend since college, stood by me, her $100 whisper at a $50,000 event. Asterisk, Amelia, you didn't just build a house, you built a monument. Asterisk, a $50 anchor for my $83 million path, affirming my $500,000 worth against the $600,000 betrayal. Sophie's $50,000 prison letter, penned from her $300 cell. Asterisk, I'm trying to change. I want to tell my daughter about you. Asterisk, and Margaret's $300 scarf plea. Asterisk, forgive Sophie. She's pregnant. Asterisk arrived as $100 attempts to sway me, but they didn't breach my $83 million resolve. Their $250,000 collapse. Sophie's $50,000 incarceration, Margaret's $50,000 debts, Richard's $150,000 fines, not erasing her $2,000 dress. Asterisk, you're jealous. Asterisk voicemail or my $50 attic-bound tools, yet their $50,000 silence marked a tentative $100,000 acknowledgement, a $600,000 family still grappling with their $5,000 watch lies, my $32 million piece a $1 million haven, unshaken by their $400,000 blame. I thrived, securing $1 million contracts for $100,000 commercial art spaces and $50,000 sustainable developments, my $83 million empire, Harper and Vaughn Development, elevated by $200 media praise as a symbol of women's resilience. My $50,000 villa, hosting $50,000 new ground events that empowered $100 entrepreneurs, a $350,000 legacy of $50 grit, $100 battles, and $200 courage. The $600,000 family narrative, Sophie's $400,000, $5,000 watch allure, Margaret's $300, Sophie's our joy, Richard's $200 glasses silence, crumbled, their $250,000 ranch a $50,000 shell, their $400,000 asterisk family first. Asterisk accusations, Clara's $50 asterisk selfish. Asterisk George's $100 asterisk, houses rebuild. Asterisk, mere $600,000 whispers against my $83 million truth. Nathan's $100 asterisk, case airtight. Asterisk Emily's $50 asterisk, you're unstoppable. Asterisk and Lucas's $300 asterisk, she stole your identity. Asterisk were my $500,000 kin, not their $800 scarf, $250,000 greed, my $83 million boundary a $1 million fortress, a $350,000 stage where my $32 million light shone, free from $400,000 shadows. A $50,000 victory born of $100 sacrifice and $200 courage in a $600,000 world that had once sought to erase my $500,000 worth.